back here with another video. So today's video, guys, it is brought to you by Genesis Markets. So Genesis Markets, it is a financial broker, and it is authorized by the FSP to conduct business here in South Africa. So Genesis Markets offers forex, cryptocurrencies, commodities, and as well as shares that are listed in the US as well. So as we move along, guys, remember that on the 12th of March we're going to be in Durban. It's Umhlanga Rocks. I will be presenting there an introduction to forex trading session there. So this session is going to be on the 12th of March at 10 a.m. At Umhlanga 19 Park Lane. So this is going to be at the Genesis offices there in Umhlanga. And then on the 26th of March we will be here in Newcastle at Isakabuli BNP in section 5. So the one in Newcastle will be a paid session because we will be unpacking a lot of things there in Newcastle, but in Durban it will be just an introductory class. But I will tell people to just to attend any of this session. If you are in Durban, please attend this session. If you are in Newcastle as well, please try to attend these sessions. So remember, guys, trading forex or futures or options has a high level of reward, but also a large potential risk degree. So people do not trade with borrowed money or money you cannot afford to lose. So any losses or profits made from this video that you saw on this video, these videos are mainly for educational purposes. So the Genesis Markets and Stocks for Hope will not be held liable for any loss or profit made on this video. So these videos are mainly for educational purposes. So the things that we're going to look at today, we're going to check out Bitcoin, the dollar index, the US 10-year yield, and then we're going to look at euro dollar, GBPUSD, USDZAR, and then we're going to look at gold, USOIL, WTI, and then check out on the JSE side, look at NASPERS, PROSUS, and as well as African Rainbow Capital. So let us jump into the charts there. So we've seen that on the previous video we said Bitcoin might come and reject the 45,000 level, and it actually did exactly that. So it rejected the 45,000 level there. So now we are seeing it's trading lower and back below the 40,000 level. So personally, I'm still pretty much bearish with what's with Bitcoin, and in line with what is currently happening in the world right now. So I'm pretty much bearish with Bitcoin. So my target there, it is still the 17,200 level. So when you're trading Bitcoin, just be careful, because also in line with what's currently happening with geopolitics there as well. So if Bitcoin actually breaks the 38,000 level, it will eventually go lower to the 32,000, which was this previous level. And if this previous level at 32,000 breaks, it might actually crash further to the 17,000 level that we have been speaking about for some time now. So the next one that we need to look at is the US 10-year. We need to look at the US Treasuries, US 10. So on the government bonds there, what we actually saw is that okay, this is just an inverted chart. Let me look at another one. there's this one that I always check out, US10Y. Yeah, it's this one. Okay, I'm sorry about that, guys. I pulled out the wrong chart. Yeah, it's this one. Okay, so what's currently happening here on the US 10-year? We saw that yields were moving lower the previous week. So if this level holds, it will be something that is good for the market. If this level holds, or if it breaks below, it comes back to the 1.5% level, it will be good for the markets. But if this level doesn't hold, we will see treasuries actually moving higher, and they will move higher in line with what's actually happening with the dollar index there, because we saw that the US dollar actually touched a new level where it hasn't been in like years. So we saw the US dollar touching the 98 dollar level. So we are still pretty much bullish there on the US dollar. That it might actually move even extremely higher. It might actually push higher, because this is a huge bullish candle on the weekly chart there. You might actually see the US dollar actually pushing to the $100 mark, where it went on March 16 in 2020. So there's still room there for the US dollar to actually push higher. And by me saying that, I'm just wanna put this thing in line with what's happening with EURUSD as well, because if the US dollar index pushes higher, it actually makes euro dollar to actually go lower. So we've seen that euro dollar has been moving extremely lower, um last week it fell almost 3%. So that is actually something that is huge for a currency to fall in 1 week. And on Friday's session alone, we're seeing that euro dollar was actually down 1.23%. That was almost 123 pips there on euro USD. Such a huge move. So I'm actually seeing that we might actually pull back a bit higher to the 1,000 level, and then we might see actually euro dollar actually getting some pressure there again, starting to move lower to the 1.087 level, and then even as low as the 1.0800 level. So if we look at other dollar pairs, let us look at GBPUSD. GBPUSD as well, it crashed on Friday. It moved extremely lower on Friday, almost a point of 88%. It went lower. So we might actually see GBPUSD actually trying to break this level. So this level here, it is pretty much important on GBPUSD, because this was the previous level. It actually got supported and then it pulled away. So now it came back to this level, and you might actually see it breaking this level and retesting this level, coming back to the lower band of this channel, because now it is trading at a channel here. So it is coming from the top side of the channel. So now it went down and then consolidated for a couple of days, and then this was the breakout of the consolidation, and now it has to break this previous support level that I see. So if it actually breaks, we might actually see the pound actually getting weaker to as low as the 1.29 18 level. So if we look at our own USDZAR, you see, by looking at our own USDZAR here on the daily chart, you see there's this huge bull flag that has been forming and now it actually tried to break higher, and then it still closed inside this bull flag. But there is this structure that is actually here, which is a V play. We might actually see USDZAR maybe closing at 1588 by the end of this starting week, even as high as the 1650 level. So let us look at the American indices now. SPX USD. So we did highlights on the American indices on the previous video that they might actually go higher, and then when they go higher, they are going to retest the level here at the 4420 level. The S&P 500 to retest the 4420 level, of which it actually did, and then it started moving lower. So I'm still pretty much not convinced that the fall is over, because the overall structure on its own. So this is the left shoulder, this entire part is the head, and then this is the right shoulder. So the structure on its own, it still favors the downside. So we might actually see the S&P retesting the 4,000 level, rather, let me say the 4,000 psychological level that is right here. You might actually see the S&P going down there again. But if this level here holds, maybe we might see price actually do something like this. Maybe the S&P bouncing here and then starts to move higher. But this level that is here, it is still important. So if it breaks lower, we are seeing the S&P going to the downside. So the next step, on the other hand, so the next 100, on the other hand, we said this on the previous video that it might actually move higher, but the high that I said, it was going to be this level here at the 15270 level, but it actually retested 14, it actually retested 14,400, and then it went lower on Friday's session. So the market needs to rebound from here. Maybe if it rebounds from this level here, you might actually see it pushing higher, coming to the 14,270 level, and then it's going to fall again to the 1300 before it actually rebounds a bit more. It goes higher. So I haven't pretty much changed my sentiment there on those things. So then let's look at the German index net GE date. Oh, it's DE date, sorry. Oh, so the German index there, we see it falling extremely sharp, and it did in line with what we said on the video there we recorded on the 22nd of February. So this was a pretty much really fast drop, because we saw it, we made an analysis when it was somewhere around here that the DAX will actually go lower and retest this level, and then it did that, and then started to shoot down, and then it even went lower our target that we anticipated it would go. So the next thing that the DAX will do, in my opinion, maybe we will see it coming to rebound, coming to retest this level that is right here. maybe we'll see a small recovery coming to retest this level here, and then a continuation to the downside might actually happen, because the things that are happening there in Europe, they're actually affecting the tax day itself. So the 12,470 level there on the tax, it looks pretty much attractive if we are looking at it like this, and also matching with what the fundamentals are doing there in in Europe there. So the next one that you need to look at is gold. So on gold, on the previous session, on the previous analysis or video, we said that in the previous analysis we said that we saw this rejection candle there last year, and then we said that it might actually get filled. This was actually a gap there last year, and then it might actually get filled, and then it did exactly it. So this is actually a strong bullish sign. So the next target is going to be this level, which is right here, the the 1988 level, 1988 dollar level, and then the 2078 level. It's still looking very much attractive. So gold stocks on the JSE are still going to do good in the next coming video. Even other resources, companies like Merafe, Tungela are going to do good as well there on the JSE. And then when we look at oil, we actually saw a huge pop there on oil itself the previous week. So the demand is very high, oil prices are surging, and it's trading above the 108 level that we said, and this is still is a very pretty much bullish side. So 132 level is looking pretty much attractive, and some others are even saying that oil might actually hit the 150 dollar mark. The $150 mark, which might be actually right here. So I'm certain that possibly that scenario will actually maybe play out, and then it will happen. So on the JSE side there, let us look at NASPERS. So in the story of NASPERS, so NASPERS has been falling extremely sharp the past 3 weeks. It broke off this level, which it held quite some time, the 2,347 level, and then it has been on the downward spiral since then. So now it is trading at a level it has never been since the 29th of October 2018. So that's more than 4 years it hasn't been in this level. So if it doesn't rebound from here to move higher, well, we might actually see NASPERS trading lower to 1,400, but maybe if some institutions actually buy NASPERS, and it will actually go higher, because it has exposure globally in Europe, it has exposure in China, it is exposed also in the United States as well. So that's why there's been a lot of pressure there on NASPERS. So if we look at its baby company, which is PROSUS PXR, we actually seeing almost a similar story, because almost 80% of NASPERS of PROSUS business is outside South Africa. So this was the IPO on in September, which started at 1,200 level, but now it is trading below its lowest point. It has been March 16th, 2020. It traded at 933, but now it is trading at 813. So the exposure there of the PROSUS with European assets, it is actually hammering and pounding the stocks. But as long as fundamentals, if fundamentals rather change in Europe, maybe we will see a PROSUS and NASPERS actually coming back up. So another one that I want to talk about, it has been going down. African Rainbow Capital. So African Rainbow Capital, it has to hold this level here. It has to hold this level here at the foreign mark now. So if it doesn't hold the foreign mark, sorry, the foreign 94 mark, then the foreign mark rates will be exposed, and if it can even go lower to 350 the share. But let us hope that this FTR candle will play its role. Technically it will play its role, and then the market will actually rebound from here, go back to 6 rand level, 7 rand 63, even as high as the 9 rand 03 cents there. So that's pretty much about it on the analysis for this week. So remember guys, remember on the 12th of March we are going to be in Newcastle, and then on the 26th we're going to be in Durban. So remember, these videos are mainly for educational purposes, so people, they should not trade with borrowed money or money that they need to pay the rent. Remember, do not trade money you cannot afford to lose. So stocks for Hope and Regenesis will not be held liable for any losses made or gains made during these videos if you have watched them. So you can hit us up on my email there, and then you can check out me on TradingView, and then also on socials there. My personal handle is Bodlamini on Twitter, and then on all social platforms it's Stocks for Hope. So thank you guys, I will definitely see you on the next video there. So thank you, and yes, God bless you.